All right. The poll was fairly close on this as to whether it should be a stream or a video. Fairly close poll. It narrowed out a little bit at the end, so not as close there, or widened out, I guess would be the proper term. But yeah, it's 2023 now. On this as to whether it should be a hang on, let me mute that just in case. There we go. So yeah, this last year on the channel, it's been a pretty decent year on the channel, I think. For the most part, the channel has been dominated by streams, especially in the latter half of the year. Let me take a look overall at what 2022 had to offer. 2022, overall, things were back in full swing, right? In 2021 is when I really started to get back into full swing, but 2022, I picked up even more and continued on down that path. I still did plenty of regular videos throughout the year, but like I said, especially in the last few months, I've done a lot, and I do mean a lot of streams. So that definitely has been a big thing on the channel this year, but I still did plenty of videos. Done a lot of Red Eye Theaters this year in comparison to the last couple years. Got the Team Red Eye Shit Show, decent amount of episodes hammered out. Again, not as many as I theoretically could have, perhaps, but still a good amount of episodes. Other than that, on a personal note, I got a house in 2022. You know, moved into a new house, and been pretty great since. Where's the hover cycles and moon bases? It's 2023, the future? Yeah, it's true. What's up, Andy? That's one thing I do want to do as well. In 2022, since everything was very stream-centric, I want to shout out some of my favorite chatters. Because I've had a few of you guys that have been pretty active in the chat, and I want to shout you guys out. So, first off, since you're both here, Andy and Chisu, I want to shout you guys both out. You guys are here on almost every stream without fail. Like, you're here all the time, and you stick around. And Chisu, I know you keep the chat active. I maybe don't always like the way you keep the chat active, because sometimes it's a bit much, but I always do try to read as many as I can. Obviously, there's a couple times I've gotten impatient with you, and a couple times I've gotten annoyed. But I would say, overall, I do want to give you a shout-out for keeping the chat active when no one else will, because you do that pretty well. And same thing with Andy. Again, you're here almost every stream. And a shout-out to you, too, Shrimp, for being in the Discord. Shout out to everyone in the Discord, because that's another thing that happened this year, is we created a Discord. So now I have a Discord, so that's another thing that happened in 2022. And shout out to all the boys on the Discord. Be it Chisu's on there too, but there's Shrimp, there's Steven, there's Vintage Weeb, everybody. Like I said, there's a lot of people in that Discord. I do gatekeep it, but I appreciate all you guys in there, so I want to shout you guys out for helping make the year fun, especially towards the end with the Discord. I'm a nice guy, kind of polarizing as most like me, but others can't stand you. No, yeah, and Chisu, that's the thing, is I like you, Chisu. You're cool, but obviously I get impatient sometimes. That's just the way it rolls, though. And again, other thing that happened this year, we started scripting Sergeant Friends, so there's been less episodes, but they've been higher quality. We've only scripted 2, and only one of those 2 has actually been released, so there's that, but, let's see, in 2022, I also, I beat Sans 2 more times, so, you know, I did do that. I beat Sans a total of 3 times now. I only got the ending of them on stream, but I still got them. Why did I not disable the comments section when I first started my YouTube channel? Well, 9-year-old me was not smart enough to double-check to think about doing something like that back then. Well, again, Andy, I don't think disabling comments is like a positive thing. But I mean, if that's something that you would have done, then hey, whatever. Other things I've done in 2022. Let's see. When was that? That was 2021. I'm just curious, did I even do a 2022 video at the beginning of 2022 last year? Yeah, I did. Okay. That's right. But yeah, got a new house, did a lot of streams, still did a decent amount of actual videos, played through Y2K. Actually, no, I played through Y2K. Well, I finished Y2K in 2022. But I started in 2021. Let's see. I'm just looking back at some of my videos throughout the year from 2022 as well, just to see, out of curiosity. I beat Pepsi Man in 2022, so there's that. At least that's when the highlights are there. When did I actually play through Pepsi Man? Let's find out. Pepsi Man. Yep, Pepsi Man I did play through in 2022. Alright, cool. But yeah, a lot of fun moments. A big thing this year that happened was I got into Fallout. Obviously, I'd played Fallout before, but Fallout has absolutely dominated my channel for the last few months, and that might be a turnoff to some, but I've quite enjoyed it. Fallout is great. I love that series, and I'm glad I decided to get into it, mainly because of Corbin. But I am glad that happened. So 2022 was a nice year for me. Went back to Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournaments, got a bunch of games I was looking for. Got a 3DS, beat tough games like Mega Man ZX, Time Soldiers, Rainbow Islands, Fantasy Zone, Nightmare Circus, Marvel Land, The New Zealand Story, The Ninja, Metal Slug 2, or is that 7? 7. Virtual Racing, Zoids Densetsu. Grew closer to the Lord, read the first 3 books of the Bible, watched and reviewed a bunch of movies I wanted to, lost weight. Oh, good. Glad to hear that, Chisu. Built muscle. Good for you, man. Abridged a few anime I wanted. Found more anime to abridge. Had many silly and awesome ideas. Not much big happened, but we had some good stuff. Kind of a mild year. Oh, and I went tubing with my dad and had some good walks in the woods. Very nice. Sadly, the first Fallout PC game and Fallout 3 Xbox 360 are the only Fallout long plays to be uploaded on the World of Long Plays channel so far. Okay. Oh, that reminds me. Another person I did want to shout out when I was shouting out chatters that I forgot to. And this is a big one I wanted to shout out. And shout out to Super Bob, too, because he just got here. And again, he's also in the Discord, so good to see you, Super Bob. But I want to shout out Re69. Re69 is one of my favorite people to chat with, just because he's always very lively in the chat. He tends to be fairly active in the chat. He disagrees with me, and he has a conversation about it. Like, I really like Reed because he's someone who disagrees with me on a lot of things, but we have a good back and forth, and it's very fun and keeps things interesting. So I don't see Ree here yet, but if he shows up or if he sees us later, shout out to Ree. You're one of my favorite chatters. But yeah, the Discord's been fun. I really liked that. It gives me another medium. In fact, I've had a lot more fun on that than I did on Facebook or Twitter, to be perfectly honest, just because it feels like a community, right? Because it's just us boys, just the real niggas, right? That's all we got in the Discord. So that's been fun. And I like how people have been fairly active in the Discord, too. That makes me happy. Like I said, it kind of reminds me of old school Xbox Live with some of the toxicity and community that we bring the two together. Very fun. Obviously, in 2022, towards the end, I did do my first couple of real drama videos with the Valakai series. You know, Valerie Flowers, Malachi Branch, whatever you want to call him. Perpetuating Party of Patrick's. Did that, so that was a new thing this year. I was supposed to do Rio Isn't Gay Part 3, and I recorded it, but I have not edited it. So I've been really slacking on that. One thing that has been not so great this year is I have been slacking with a lot of the uploads. Been very, like, slow to upload things and taking my sweet-ass time. Partially due to being busy from work, partially due to just not getting around to doing it. So that's one thing that I could definitely improve on. It was mainly the end of 2022. I feel like the early months of 2022, I was fairly consistent at getting videos out. But in the later months, it was mainly live streams and then a few videos here and there. For New Year's Eve, get the whip. Yeah, there you go. That'll motivate me. No, at the on New Year's Eve, we had Dozer Mac over. Some of you guys might not even know who he is, because you're newer to the channel. I'm in the Discord, I've been too busy at work. Yeah, no worries, man. But with, Dozer Mac is a staple of the channel from Gen 2 Red Eye. He's my cousin, Sean. We did we recorded a video 2 nights ago on New Year's Eve for a snack review of trying different hot sauces, so that'll be going up very soon. So that was fun. It took me back, because it's been a while, because it was me, Kyler, and Sean, and the 3 of us haven't done a video together in a while. Because that was what we used to do back in 2015. Bob the Seether fan was also a former viewer of mine, because I remember he commented on 1 or 2 of my DVD videos back in 2019 when the comments were open at the time. Yeah? Okay. Let's see. What else did I do in 2022? Let's go back a little. I need to do more Takeshi Tuesdays. That's a goal I have to do in 2023, is to finally finish Season 3 of Takeshi Tuesdays. Because Season 2, I didn't upload any of Takeshi Tuesdays in 2022. So that's unfortunate. I did do a few book reviews, obviously. That was fun. Corbin actually uploaded a few more videos, so that was cool too. Anthony's been fairly active on his channel as well. Oh wow, the Arby's Diablo sandwich was 2022. I thought that was in 2021. Huh. Because they did another run, but so both those runs were done in the same year, just way later in the year. Huh. Interesting. Did a few shit posts here and there, did some Red Eye Responds. Apparently Chisu does not like being compared to Swedish wine. What on earth are you talking about, Andy? I finally finished BoJack Horseman in 2022. It was okay at best. Not great, very overrated, but I did do it. Oh yeah, Roe v. Wade got overturned, so that was pretty cool. I like that. That's another thing. I became much more willing to talk about politics on the channel and to be much more controversial and honest. There are certain issues that I was less willing to talk about early on that in 2022, granted, ever since 2020, I've been more willing to talk about, controversial stuff, but 2022, I really went all out. I don't drink. Yeah, I know you don't, Chisu. I didn't like the Kirby cartoon. First, there's no babes. Okay. Second, Kirby's a mongoloid. Okay. Third, all the characters have bad accents. Fourth, it's not fun. I'm not even big on Kirby games. I played the GB ones and like the N64 one, but the GBA ones are kind of fucked, and I hated the pinball game. The only reason I even have it is because someone mailed it to me with my Sailor Moon R Game Boy game. I had no intent on getting it, and I'm not glad I did. Okay, then, Chisu. I have nothing against Kirby. I'm not like a huge Kirby fan, but I have nothing against him. Like, Kirby's fine. Let's see, what else? But, see, I did a good amount of Red Eye Raws, especially in the earlier part of 2022. Not so much later on, but I did convert Red Eye Raw into a live stream series, so... I also did made the Team Red Eye Shit Show into a live series, partially. Like, I still have a couple that I need to upload that were recorded offline. I started monthly movie recap, although I might have started that in 2021. I need to do more of them, because it's been a while. Let's see, episode 3, which is episode 3 was in December of 2021, that's right. So, I didn't start it in 2022. Like I said, I started in 2021. When was my last monthly movie recap, though? Let me see, because I am curious. Because, again, it's not monthly. I did episode 4, which was 10 months ago. I know I've done one more recent than that, at least. Let me see. Hang on, boyos. And, yep, it's true. None of us had the foresight to see Susan Wojcicki back in 2009. Okay. Oh, and another thing that we did that I did in 2022 is I finally did a 10-hour stream on Halloween, so that was pretty cool. Let's see. Where's the monthly movie recaps? Was the last one really 10 months ago? Jesus Christ. Hold on. There's no way. Okay, there's 6 episodes. When did episode 6 get made? 3 months ago. Okay, I was gonna say, there's no way. What was episode 5? That was the live one. Okay. I was never big on Star Wars. I didn't hate it, but it just never impressed me or blew me away. I was born in the late 80s and grew up watching Power Rangers, so when I first watched Star Wars on TV in theaters in the mid to late 90s, I was already used to cooler things. Look, I would not say Power Rangers is cooler than Star Wars, but okay. I've seen all the Star Wars movies, but they were just regular films to me. Odd, since Disney ruined both. That's true. Star Wars and Power Rangers when they got the rights to them, yeah. Well, look, like, the thing is the Power Rangers I watched was Lightspeed Rescue, so I didn't really watch a lot of Power Rangers. And, like, I had, like, one tape of it that I watched, and my grandma had another tape of it. And I certainly wouldn't say that, like, Star Wars is by any means my favorite film, but it's definitely a good movie. Like, the first, like... First 3 especially, but I still like the first 6 overall. Although, episode 2 is fucking boring. Did anyone of you guys know exactly what day the coronavirus is going to start? Once again, no? Well, yeah, obviously, Andy. Like, I knew it was coming in November of 2019. I heard about it. Because that's when it was first hitting China, before it spread to the world. Let's see, what else? Goddamn. Yeah, 2022 was a fairly chill, fairly mid-year, back to normal for the most part, but again, very, very stream heavy. Like I said, a huge emphasis on streams this last year. Let's see, let's pull up my... There we go. Yeah, so many streams. Goddamn. Games you beat, movies you saw you liked. Okay, yeah, I could do that. I beat Fallout 3 multiple times. I beat Fallout New Vegas a few times because I've gotten all of the faction endings except for the NCR. I beat Gears of War Ultimate Edition with Spencer. I also beat what is it called? Gears of War 2 with Spencer. I watched American Psycho again. I had seen it before, but I definitely liked it a lot more upon rewatching it. I watched Boogie, which I hadn't seen before. Boogie, easily super underrated movie. Love it. Very good movie. We did, like I said, we did do a decent amount of Red Eye Theaters throughout the year. Let's see. Oh, I finally finished and reviewed Kekko Common. How often do you jerk off? I don't know. That's a good question, Chisu. Good job. I don't keep a ticker and keep count. Let's see. Oh yeah, I brought back Red Eye Ramen with the to-go snack ramen. Oh yeah, I started the card collecting series. I did that in 2022. So that was pretty cool. Yeah, I love how like the trailer I did for Rio Isn't Gay Part 3 was 6 months ago and it's called Coming Soon. I guess I have a very different definition of soon than some people, right? Let's see. Pandorum, The Prestige, Train to Busan. Thank you. Yeah, I saw all those movies. They were all really good. We finally finished the Sharknado series in 2022. So that was pretty cool. Let's see. Oh, I'm going to shit on the floor. He said he opened his ass. He said as he opened his ass and the cream produced. Thank you for that lovely imagery. Did anyone of you get... Oh, no, I read that already. Trudeau's brother was named Michael, but my parents said it's pronounced Michelle. But that's the girl version of Michael. It's like John and Joan, or Nicholas and Nicole. No wonder the French are queer. Yeah, there you go. Let me see. I did review the first volume of Adventure Kid in 2022, so that was cool. I started doing a lot more polls. I definitely poll the audience a lot more to see what people want. Even if I don't always jump on those right away, because again, I've kind of been slacking when it comes to edited videos. Let's see. You played Y2K in 2022. Yeah, I brought up Y2K. I said I beat Y2K. And I grew obsessed with it. Like I said, I enjoyed the game a lot more than I probably should have. It's shit, but I enjoyed it. I'm gonna update this thumbnail here. There we go. Yeah, on New Year's Eve we also had some champagne mixed with cider. First time I've had champagne, to my knowledge. It was alright. Better than regular wine. Still not the biggest fan of it, but it mixed well with the cider. It just tasted like regular cider when you did that, because it kind of just tasted like flat cider. Here's a phrase that makes me laugh. Shitting food? What? Like food shitting itself out of your ass? Or why is this so funny to you? You think a philiac or something? Goddamn. Or a guy shitting various foods onto someone's plate as they eat it? Like wieners or whipped cream or corn on the cob or mashed potatoes or sandwiches. Shitting food. And then those dumb noises, and then plop. In 2019, they released the game Tetris 99. I think it's 20 years too late. Okay. Let's see. New YouTubers you discovered? Well, I mean, he doesn't... let me think. What new YouTubers did I discover in 2022? Because I'm sure there was at least a few. I mean, again, he's technically not a YouTuber anymore, but I did watch, Are you going to talk about the movies you watched, or just say you watched them? I mean, this is just a year recap. I mean, how much fucking detail you want me to go into? But, like, I watched a lot of Andrew Tate clips, but obviously he doesn't have a YouTube channel, and obviously, he's going through some issues of his own right now, which, I've already made my stance on that clear. I don't believe the things that are said about him, but we'll see how it plays out. But other than him, there was, because he did used to have a YouTube, but then he got deleted. Let me think. Who else? What other YouTubers did I discover? I'm just scrolling through my sub feed just to see if there's any that I feel that I subbed in 2022. Let's see. Oh yeah, just Pearly Things. I subbed to her too. Let's see. More than I watched them? What the fuck? This isn't a movie recap, though. It's just a year recap. I discovered Alex Y2K in the real world. That's one that's not political, so there we go. The other two were political. Alex Y2K in the real world, he's pretty good. He does, like, low-effort shit posts of Y2K. Oh! Dr. Phosotic? However you say it, P-H-O-X-O-T-I-C. That guy does really good videos. I discovered him in 2022 as well. He does a series called Jovakeen, where it's Joe Biden in Skyrim using deepfake. And he also just started a deepfake series of Walter White in a zombie apocalypse. That's pretty good. What? Man, my crotch just eats underwear? What the fuck, Chisu? It chews them up and shits them out. They wear out fast, and I get lots of holes in them for my skin to spill out like Play-Doh. Okay, then. Yeah, because, I mean, granted, a lot of YouTubers I started watching in 2021 that I kept watching in 2022. Let's see. I'm just thinking, because, there's a lot of shit I did. I mean, it was a whole year. It went by quick, as years tend to do nowadays for me, but, yeah, having the Discord's been pretty cool because, it allows people to jump in and join the shit show or to do deluxe versions of Red Eye Theater with the Discord boys. That's been pretty cool. Imagine if Muslims got someone who was mean to you and burned them alive in a cage, and you were there drinking a cold glass of orange soda? Orange soda? Okay. You, cold and wet and refreshing. How's it going for you, fag? Guy, I'm being cooked. What the fuck? I'm just glad they fixed Sailor Uranus and Neptune, otherwise it could have turned a lot of innocent kids into queers. Me on the 90s dub of Sailor Moon. Okay, Chisu. Yeah, maybe I'll do a review of the Sharknado series overall at some point. Because we started watching them in like 2020 or 2021, I can't remember, but we took forever. And then we finally watched Sharknado 6, which was really fun, because it's like a bunch of movies in one, because they're traveling through time, and it goes through a bunch of genres with it. So that's pretty cool. And then, other than that, I can't remember if I talked about the Train to Busan or the Prestige or Pandora on a monthly movie recap already, but they're all pretty good movies. The Prestige has a pretty good twist, and it spends the whole movie telling you what the twist is, and even when you know that bit of information, because I was told that exact phrase when we watched it, and I still didn't see it coming, so it was really well written in that regard. Also, it was pretty cool to just have Hugh Jackman in it. Hugh Jackman's pretty cool. Mainly because of Wolverine, but he's still overall a good actor. And then it had Christian Bale in it as well, so that was pretty cool too. One guy on YouTube said, I love people who dismiss GT as non-canon because it was not written by Akira Toriyama, but whenever I bring up, I assume DS9 is Deep Space Nine, maybe? V-O-Y, what's V-O-Y? Voyager, maybe? And R-Boot, who were not created by Gene Roddenberry? I assume all of these are Star Trek things, right? Deep Space Nine, Voyager, and some other one. I noticed something that was pretty funny and about Sharknado 6 too. Oh yeah, what's that? Last time on Dragon Ball GT, Gohan Pan put some clothes on, you skank. No, that didn't happen. But daddy, these guys like me dressed like a hooker. What guys? Black guys? Okay. I feel like you've said that before, but then again, you say so many similar things like that that I wouldn't be surprised if it was another one. The same people who are quick to say that stuff's canon in relation to Star Trek, you people can't have it both ways. Either GT is canon or Star Trek is not after season 4 or 5 of The Next Generation. Okay. So yeah, they were all Star Trek. I knew that. I don't know what R-Boot is, or that's the only one. I recognize Deep Space Nine and Voyager. But to be fair, I have never watched a single episode of Star Trek. I think I saw the J.J. Abrams movie once. They have the wrong flag in the USA. Do they? What, like, do they have the current one? Like, in the scene where they meet, like, George Washington, do they have the current flag? Reboot? Oh, okay, so it's just Reboot. Okay. Is it just called Star Trek Reboot? It's the original flag for the South during the Civil War. Wait, they have the fucking Confederate flag? The best one was the 60s one with Kirk? I don't doubt it. William Shatner's great, so I don't doubt it. The Chris Pine ones? Wait, there was another Kirk before Shatner? Are you kidding me? Holy shit, my mind is blown. No. Wait, what? No, Chris Pine was in 2009. Okay, so no. Shatner was first. I was right. You threw me off there. Did I misread? The reboot. Oh, okay. Okay, so Chris Pine. I was going to say, I was certain that Shatner was the original Kirk. Because William Shatner's great. In the J.J. Abrams reboot, it's Pine. Yeah, no, I get it now. I get it. But Jeffrey Hunter was captain in the pilot? Okay. Again, I've never watched Star Trek, so... See that? Now this is content. Let me see. Oh, you know what? We did get some people to play with us in the online multiplayer for Duke Nukem Forever, so that was pretty cool. That's another thing that happened in 2022 a couple of times. Vic Mignogna plays Kirk in Star Trek Continues, a fan production that has the surviving actors and writers. That's cool. Yeah. I knew that Vic Mignogna played Kirk in some fan project, but again, I've never seen it either. Again, never really got into Star Trek. I've heard good things from people who likes, I've heard good things from people just in general, but never got into it, never watched it. I think I saw bits and pieces here and there, but never a full episode. There are 8.9 people in the world? Just 8.9 people? All right, then. When watching Flashpoint, oh, it's Amy Jo Johnson. That's one Johnson guys want to see in a thong? Okay. Deca Steven joined in 2022. Yeah, no, I mentioned Steven. He joined the Discord. Like I said, I gave him a shout-out at the beginning. I shouted out a bunch of the boys in the Discord. And I shouted out my favorite chatters. Again, Re69 being amongst them, because I really like the back and forth he brings to the table. And, of course, all you guys here. But, yeah, no, Steven's been a great addition because he's been on a few different shit shows, so that's been fun. And he's just showed up on the streams a few times, just in general. So that's been cool. A Kennedy in the White House. What's next? Another Holocaust? Me on Joe Kennedy the third running for office? Okay. Let's see. I think the coolest thing for me in 2022 had to be getting a house. I mean, nothing else came close, right? Like, that was the coolest thing. Um... Huh. Again, sorry for all these blanks I'm drawing here. I'm just trying to think of what's a lively topic to talk about. You know, one thing that I should I wanted to do in 2022. Well, I wanted to do it in 2021, to be honest, in general. But one thing I've wanted to do for a while is that I wanted to do for a while was the 1,000 subscriber special. Well, like I said, at this point, it's probably too late to do the 1,000 subscriber special, and I don't even know what I'd do at this point. Because we're almost up to 1,500. You know that, right? Like, I'm at 1,460 subscribers. Literally 40 away from 1,500. That's pretty cool. So thank you guys all for that. That's been, like, again, obviously I don't want to get too big because I like having a connection to the audience and not having a bunch of fucking normies here. But, feels pretty cool that so many people like my crap. I finally signed back into Steam in 2022. I did that. And played Fallout 1 once so far, but I will be doing it more. How about if in a sci-fi series they went to some planet and the atmosphere causes the females to absorb an element in the air that causes them to expand? Of course he'd go there. Like it affects the X chromosomes or reacts to their hormones and they start swelling up slow at first, but more of the element but the more of the element in them, the faster it goes. They could have done an atmosphere test on the male volunteer and he was okay. But when the landing party came down, the women started expanding in a few hours and they were so far from the ship, they realized that they were going on. They realized what was going on. That when they realized what was going on and made it back, they were really immobile. That would be disgusting. There are now 4 feet tall crabs in the Pokemon universe. Yeah, it's true. I'm so glad I don't live there. I mean, man, those are some brave warriors. You know, I also started reading the Bible in 2022 to try and do the whole thing. I'm still on Exodus, so I still need to get further in that. But Genesis I got through relatively quickly. But Exodus was a lot, like, I know a lot of the stories in Exodus, just from memory. So, I don't know why that would prevent me from listening to it. Like, granted, I've been reading and listening to so many audiobooks, too. Like, I definitely need to get a handle on that. I've got so many books that I'm reading physically, as well as so many books I'm listening to on Audible. I'm reading The White Pill by Michael Malice. I have that on Kindle, but the physical book should be here soon, because I did order the physical book as well. I'm reading The Anarchist Handbook, also by Michael Malice. I'm reading Stephen King's It, like, not actively, I haven't in a while. Beat Takeshi versus Takeshi Kitano, same kind of deal. Like, I've got so many books that I've started reading physically, and then I'm listening to so many on Audible. Like, I'm listening to Atlas Shrugged. I'm listening to, A Game of Thrones. Conflict of Visions by Thomas Sowell. I've finished a decent amount of books. Like, there are certain books that when I get gripped, I just finish like that, especially when they're on Audible. Like, I do like to actually sit and physically read a book, but I just never have as much time for it. So, I also did start listening to the Boy and His Dog audiobook. But I'm not on the Boy and His Dog yet, because it's in a compilation of multiple short stories. The left, guns kill people, but abortions save lives. Yeah, I know, it's retarded. Normal man, I think you got that backwards. Left, bigot. Yeah, pretty much. I said on a CBC article... Did you write a CBC article, or you just said it about a CBC article? About how socialism is good in the 20th century. Countless people fought and died to escape the USSR over the Berlin Wall. Now their descendants want to bring the country their people escaped to into the new USSR. Yeah, the media applauds this. Should we trust them? Let's put it this way. There were no people trying to sneak past the Berlin Wall to get into the USSR? True. About. Okay, I figured, so I was just being facetious and pedantic. Shallow and pedantic. Yes, I agree. Shallow and pedantic. Yeah. I also, let's see. I broke a few things in 2022, so that wasn't fun. I broke a window. I broke a sprinkler head. And I crashed my car right at the end. Isn't that something? How do your pedo friends feel? Don't have any that I know of. And I would hope that there aren't any that I don't know of, you know what I mean? About Oprah and her rampant pedophobia. What's next? Hating Jews? I mean, those are very different things. Those are very different things, Jisoo. Jews and people who fuck kids. Pretty different things. Worst idea, a porno of superhuman samurai cyber squad. Main guy, let's sodomize guys. Okay. Boop, boop, boo-doo-doo, boop, boo-doo. Okay, that's what that is. I was like, what? I got a message on eBay, so it just threw me off, so I decided to look into it. There's overlap? I'm not gonna put any correlations there, Jisoo. I'm not gonna start pulling a Kanye and start going down that road. No. I'm sure there's overlap with every group, to be fair. Because, people doing bad things just kind of tend to happen throughout history, so... Robotech had babes and shower scenes, like Minmer taking a shower, or Dana taking a shower, or Lancer, but he's a guy, no? Okay, and? Fucking Lancer, he's like, I'm going to take a shower now, clowns! Not that Lancer. But I mean, I think I've covered most of what I wanted to recap for 2022. overall, fairly normal year, nothing too crazy. Like I said, very stream focused, but other than that, more of the same, really. I am thinking of I'm gonna try to do more edited videos this year. I mean, I did do edited videos in 2022 a decent amount. I'm just saying, I'm gonna try and be more consistent, but again, no promises because you never know. Idea 1840s American Frankenstein called Frank N-Word about a slave owner who chops up slaves and sews them together to form a super slave. But he gets loose and starts boning the white women. Dead? Oh no. With his 18-incher made of several male organs together. Okay. In the end, the Klan gets him and burns him on a cross. Okay. Review NP-chan and Oyaya Nantorno? I don't know what that second one is. Or Nantomo? That Torno or Tomo? I can't tell if that's an R and an N or an M because of my, It's an M. Okay. In the Disaster Artist, Greg's mom, how old are you? Tommy, Greg's age. Mom, you're 19? Me? Maybe he's 19 in the years he used by his home planet? Yeah, there you go. That's what he meant. See, Tommy couldn't convert it to Earth years. That's why I didn't want to convert it. That's why he gets so defensive about it. Yeah, Nantomo? I don't know what that is. Is it with an I or an O? Because you spelled it... it's a Gonagai thing. Okay. And I found it on your wiki. So there you go. Is there a fan translation by chance? Gonagai manga. Yeah, no, like I said, I just found it on your wiki. There is a delay, so I know you're hearing me say this after I've read your chat, but it made me laugh. Okay, so I assume there must be a fan translation if you were able to read it and laugh at it. Unless you can read Japanese, which I don't know if you... Can you read Japanese? I assume you can't read Japanese, right? It's on some sites, all 5 volumes. Okay. Oh, hey, it's on here. Okay. There it is. Alright then. I guess I'll bookmark it. I can read some, but I'm far from fluent. Okay, fair enough. Oh, yeah, there's the Hanape Bazooka manga. I think, yeah, I started reading it, but I never finished it. Okay. Oh, dude, this is only 2 chapters, fucking, or 2 volumes. Fucking NP-chan is, like, on here. That's short as fuck, okay. Alright, I bookmarked those mangas. Are you happy now? Now, but I gotta say, the Discord is my favorite, like, social media. I've enjoyed it a hell of a lot more than Facebook or Twitter. There's actually 7 chapters for NP-chan. Well, there's 2 on this app. I don't know if it's 2 Not all sites have all of them. Oh. Well, I don't want to scour multiple sites. I like to just read shit that's on here. Let's see. Hold on. Is this just chapter 2 here? Yeah, it's chapter 2. Okay. Okay. But, I think the next manga I'm going to read... I sent the link in the Discord? Okay. I think the next manga I'm going to try to finish is Adventure Kid, since I have all the volumes. But, because I've read the... I read the first volume and I started the second one. I just haven't had a lot of interest in reading manga or watching anime, really. I've been burnt out on it for a while now. Like, I've watched a few here and there, but, like, it's been hard to stay interested, to be perfectly honest. Let's see. I think that's probably going to do it for this year-end recap. I think that's what I'm going to do. I might do another stream tonight as well. Might want to continue Fallout 3 Genocide. We'll see. Anyway. Tell you what, I'll read these last 2 that you just posted. On TiVo, this gay autistic Greek made a book about his issues and donates all of his profits to his favorite charity that supports diversity. But diversity is bad. Well, I wouldn't say diversity is inherently bad. I would say forced diversity is bad, but diversity itself isn't inherently bad. So soon it's gonna let in all the perverts? Okay. Son, daddy, I'm Necro and a pedo. I don't think a son would just immediately jump to those 2 horrible extremes, but okay. Dad, son, that's good. I'm proud of you for being diverse. Now, I'm not reading that one. I'm not reading that sentence. That could be taken out of context. Son, yay. Alright. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and end this stream. So, like I said, maybe I'll do some more Fallout 3 Genocide tonight.